Now, Howard, tell them what else Mr. Cates said to you in the classroom.
Well, he said at first the Earth was too hot for any life. And then it cooled down a mite, and cells and things begun to live.
Cells?
Little bugs, like, in the water. After that, the little bugs got to be bigger bugs, and they sprouted legs and crawled up on the land.
And how long did this take, according to Mr. Cates?
A couple million years, maybe longer.
Right there, gentlemen.
Then come the fishes and the reptiles and the mammals. Man's a mammal.
Along with the dogs and the cattle in the fields. Did he say that?
Yes, sir.
Now, Howard, how did man come out of this slimy mess of bugs and serpents, according to your professor?
Man was sort of evoluted from the old world monkeys.
Did you hear that, my friends? Old world monkeys. According to Mr. Cates, you and I are not even descended from good American monkeys. Now, Howard, listen carefully now. All this talk of bugs and evolution of slime and ooze, did Mr. Cates ever make any reference to God?
Not as I remember.
And the miracle he achieved in 7 days as described in the beautiful book of Genesis?
No, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Objection. I ask that the court please advise the learned counsel that this is not a Chautauqua tent. He is supposed to be submitting evidence to a jury. And there are no ladies on the jury.
Your Honor, I have no intention of making a speech. There is no need. I'm sure that everyone on the jury, everyone within the sound of this boy's voice, has been moved by his tragic confusion. He has been taught that he wriggled up like an animal out of the filth and the muck below. I tell you, these Bible haters, these evolutionists, are brewers of poison. And the legislature of this sovereign state has had the wisdom to demand that the peddlers of poison, be it in bottles or in books, clearly label the product they attempt to sell. If this law is not upheld, this boy will find himself one of a generation shorn of its faith by the teachings of godless science. But if the full penalty of the law is meted out to Bertram Cates, the faithful all over the world who are watching us and listening to our every word will rise up and call this courtroom blessed.
Boy, I am glad that Colonel Brady didn't make a speech. Now, Howard, I heard you say the world used to be pretty hot.
That's what Mr. Cates said.
You think it could have been any hotter than it is now?
Must have been. Mr. Cates read it to us from a book.
Yes, is this the book, Charles Darwin's Origin of Species?
Yes, sir.
Now, Howard. You think there was anything wrong with that?
Well, I don't know.
Objection, Your Honor. The defense is asking that a high school boy hand down an opinion on a question of morality.
I am trying to establish, sir, that Howard or Colonel Brady, Charles Darwin, anyone in this courtroom, or you, sir, has the right to think.
Mr. Drummond, the right to think is not on trial here.
With all respect to the bench, sir, I say that the right to think is very much on trial. It is fearfully in danger in the proceedings of this court.
A man is on trial.
A thinking man. And he is threatened with fine and imprisonment for choosing to speak what he thinks.
Mr. Drummond, will you please rephrase your question?
All right, Howard, let's put it this way. With all this fuss and feathers about evolution, you think it hurt you?
Sir?
Harm you in any way? I mean, you seem reasonably fit, you know. Did what Mr. Cates told you affect your ball game at all? Or did it injure your pitching arm?
No, sir. I'm a lefty.
Oh, you're southpaw. Oh,
Yes.
well. And you still honor your father and mother?
Sure.
Haven't murdered anybody since breakfast?
Objection. That is an absurd piece of jactitation.
A what?
Would you rephrase your objection, Mr. Davenport?
Jactitation, a false claim in this instance as to the murder of known or unknown persons.
Objection sustained.
Ask him if his faith in the Holy Scriptures has been shattered.
When I need your valuable help, Colonel Brady, you can rest assured I shall humbly ask for it.
Any time, Colonel Drummond, any time.
He's the only man I've ever known who can strut sitting down.
You believe everything that Mr. Cates told you?
I'm not sure. I gotta think it over.
Well, good for you. Your father's a farmer, isn't he?
Yes, sir.
Ah, you got a tractor?
Brand new one.
You figure a tractor's sinful because it's not mentioned in the Bible?
Oh.
You know, Moses never made a phone call. Does that make the telephone an instrument of the devil?
I never thought of it that way.
Neither did anybody else, according to Brady.
Your Honor, the defense makes the same old error of all godless men. They confuse material things with the great spiritual realities of the revealed word. Why do you bewilder this boy? Does right have no meaning to you, sir?
At the risk of prejudicing the case of my client, I must tell you that right has absolutely no meaning to me whatsoever. Truth has meaning, as a direction, gentlemen. But one of the peculiar imbecilities of our time is the grid of morality we have placed on human behavior, so that every act of man must be measured against an arbitrary latitude of right and the longitude of wrong, in exact minutes, seconds, and degrees. You understand what I'm talking about, Howard?
No, sir.
Well, maybe someday you will. You're excused, son.
This boy may not understand, but I do. I've seen what you can do to a jury, twisting and tangling them. No one's forgotten the Endicott publishing case, where you made the jury believe that the obscenity was in their own minds. It was immoral, what you did to that jury. Tricking them. Judgment of confusion. You think you can get away with that here?
I'm not trying to get away with anything, Counselor. All I want to do is prevent the clock stoppers from dumping a lot of medieval garbage into the United States Constitution.
This is not a federal court.
Well, damn it, you got to stop them somewhere.
Your Honor, it's obvious what he's trying to do. He's trying to make us forget the lawbreaker and put the law on trial. Well, we have the answer for you, sir, in our next witness. Will you please call Miss Rachel Brown to the stand?
You know about this?
Miss Rachel Brown? Will Miss Rachel Brown come to the witness stand?
My dear, just repeat some of the things you told me last night.
Rachel, what did you tell him?
Take it easy, take it easy. Raise your right hand, Rachel.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Be seated.
Miss Brown, you're an old friend of the defendant Bertram case.
Yes. We're engaged to be married.
Do you attend the same church?
Yes. We did.
Do you now
What?
attend the same church?
No.
Did Mr. Cates leave the church?
No, not really. Not the spirit of it.
But the body of it, correct? Mr. Cates left the church that you and he once attended together.
Yes.
Why?
Because of what happened to the Stebbins boy.
Stebbins boy. Would you tell us about that, please?
It was 2 summers ago. The little Stebbins boy was just 13 years old. He was one of Bert's students. He used to come over to look through Bert's microscope. Bert said he had a quick mind and he might even be a scientist when he grew up.
Yes.
One day he went swimming in the river with the other boys. He got a cramp and drowned.
Go on.
At the funeral, Pa preached that Tommy didn't die in a state of grace because his father wouldn't allow him to be baptized.
Why don't you tell them what your father really said? That Tommy's soul was damned, writhing in hellfire. Religion is supposed to comfort people, isn't it? It's not supposed to frighten them to death.
We will have order, please.
Don't you see? He felt it wasn't fair that a child could not go to heaven. It wasn't God he abandoned, it was only the church.
Well, it is true, then, that because of what happened to the Stebbins boy, Bertram Cates left the church. You've said nothing wrong. We're merely beginning to get some insight into the experiences that sometimes can lead a young man astray.
I object. Whether or not my client went astray is a matter of interpretation. Strike it from the record.
Objection sustained. The jury is directed to disregard the remarks of counsel.
Miss Brown, will you tell the jury some more of Mr. Cates's opinions on the subject of religion?
Objection. Objection. Hearsay testimony is not admissible.
The court has no objection to this line of questioning. Proceed, Colonel Brady.
Just repeat in your own words some of the conversations you've had with the defendant.
Rachel, you can't.
Order.
The things that I said to you are questions. Questions that you asked your own heart. If you say those things out loud, he'll make them sound like answers.
Order.
Crucify me.
You won't hurt him, Rachel. This is for his good. Speak up.
Mr. Brady, please, I confided in you.
Rachel, we are here to serve the truth.
I can't remember.
May I remind you, Miss Brown, that you're testifying under oath, and it's unlawful to withhold pertinent information.
Just tell the court your innermost feelings when Bertram Cates said to you, God did not create man, man created God.
Bert didn't say that. Please, he was just bitter because of the Stebbins boy. He said man created a vengeful God out of his own bigotry and the devil out of his own hell.
And when he was wondering what was on the other side of the moon, did he ever once mention the possibility of heaven? Did he ever mention that? Or did he say that there was nothing except a world of stars and moons and galaxies and universal dust? Tell us, what did he say about the holy state of matrimony? Did he compare it with the breeding of animals?
Objection! Objection!
Don't you? You want the good people of this town to understand what happened to his mind so that they can bring him back to his senses, don't you? Come on, tell it! Tell it!
Order!
Tell it all!
Order!
Matt!
Order! Order!
Under the circumstances, I believe the witness should be excused.
And will the defense have no chance to challenge the statements that the prosecutor has put into the mouth of the witness?
Let her go. You've got to.
I've got to what? Let you go to jail? Now stop tying my hands.
Let her go, or I'll change my plea to guilty.
No questions.
For the time being, the witness is excused. Does the prosecution wish to call any further witnesses?
Not at the present time, Your Honor. The prosecution rests.
We shall proceed with the case for the defense. Colonel Drummond?
Yes, the defense wishes to call Dr. Amos D. Keller, head of the Department of Zoology at the University of Chicago.
Objection.
On what grounds?
I fail to see what relevance the testimony of a zoology professor could have in this trial.
It has every relevance. My client's on trial for teaching evolution. Any testimony related to the alleged infringement of the law must be admitted.
Irrelevant, immaterial, inadmissible.
Why? If Bertram Cates were accused of murder, would it be irrelevant to call for expert witnesses to examine the weapon? Your Honor, the defense wishes to place Dr. Keller on the stand so that he may explain to the gentlemen of the jury just exactly what the evolutionary theory is.
They don't need to have it explained. The people of this state have made it very clear that they do not want this zoological hogwash slobbered all over the schoolrooms, and I refuse to allow these agnostic scientists to use this courtroom as a platform from which they can shout their heresies into the headlines.
Colonel Drummond, the court rules that zoology is irrelevant to the case.
Very well. I call Dr. Allen Page, deacon of the Congregational Church and professor of geology and archaeology at Oberlin College.
Objection.
Objection sustained.
In one breath, does the court deny the existence of zoology, geology, and archaeology?
We do not deny the existence of these sciences, but they do not relate to this point of law.
I call Walter Aronson, philosopher, anthropologist, author, and one of the most brilliant minds in the world today. Any objections, Mr. Brady?
Objection?
All right. Your Honor, the defense has brought to Hillsborough at great inconvenience and great expense 5 noted scientists, and their testimony is essential. It will show that what Bert Cates spoke one quiet spring morning in Hillsborough High School is no crime. It's as incontrovertible as geometry is to every enlightened community of minds.
In this community, Colonel Drummond, and in this sovereign state, exactly the opposite is the case. The language of the law is clear. We do not need experts to question the validity of a law that is already on the books.
In that case, let's stop wasting our time and build a gallows to hang him from.
That remark, sir, is an insult to this entire community.
This entire community is an insult to the civilized world.
We're not gonna stand for that.
Your Honor, I request permission to withdraw from this case.
Order.
Colonel Drummond, you can't quit now.
Why not? You were ready to quit 5 minutes ago, kid.
Mr. Drummond. Mr. Drummond, what reasons can you possibly have?
There's 100 of them right there. And if that's not enough, I have one more. I think my client has already been found guilty.
Is Mr. Drummond saying that this honest expression of emotion will in any way affect the court's impartial administration of the law?
I say you cannot administer impartially a wicked law. You can only punish, only destroy. And I warn you, a wicked law like cholera will destroy everyone it touches.
Mr. Drummond?
Can't you understand that if you can take something like evolution and make it a crime to teach it in a public school, then tomorrow you can make it a crime to teach it in a private school. And next year you can make it a crime to read about it. And then maybe you can start banning books and newspapers. And soon you may set Catholic against Protestant, Protestant against Protestant, and try to foist your own brand of religion upon the mind of man. If you can do one, you can do the other, because ignorance and fanaticism is forever busy. It needs feeding. And soon, Your Honor, with banners waving and drums beating, we are marching backwards to the glorious 16th century, when bigots condemned Galileo for daring to bring intelligence and enlightenment to the human mind.
I hope counsel does not mean to imply this court is bigoted.
Your Honor has the right to hope.
I have the right to do more than that.
You have the power to do more than that.
And I exercise that power. Colonel Drummond, I order you to show cause tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock why you should not be held in contempt of this court. And in the meanwhile, I order that you be held in custody of the bailiff. Bail is fixed at $2,000.
2,000? Why don't you make it 4?
I do make it 4.
Your Honor, my paper will post the bond.
Can you prove legal authorization to make such a commitment for your employer?
I'll wire my paper immediately.
Fine. Until then, Colonel Drummond can always avail himself of our municipal accommodations.
Your Honor, sir, I'll put up my farm for Mr. Drummond. It's worth at least that much.
We have no way of ascertaining the value of your farm, sir. The law demands that bond be posted in cash.
Your Honor, my bank will honor the offer on security of this farm. He has considerably more equity in it than that.
Very well. You make arrangements with the court clerk.
Excuse me. Who are you?
My name is John Stebbins.
Court is adjourned, and we'll reconvene tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.